the fuck you heard?
Oh gosh. This is a family show. You are now tuned in. You are now
They did
tuned
not
in.
come with their lady verse on that
No.
joint. Like,
What the fuck you heard? You are now tuned into another episode of the DIPP Dads in Progress podcast. I go by the name of Ski, aka Filipino Grigio, aka Mr. Cozywear. Here are both of my co-hosts and 2/3 of the podcast. I got my man Sport playing off fields and all courts, aka Hefe Horn, Chabo of the cheeks, Don of the behind, Chaplin of the back end.
back end.
Also got my man Hev Hefner, aka Canary Hev, aka Hack Hev, aka Humbly Hev, aka Mr. Hev, aka the 41-year-old phenom Hev Nowitzki,
AKA Uber Horny. That boy Uber Horny.
Past episode reference if you ain't listening.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Speaking of past episode, let me just apologize now for not having the SD card to record the proper audio for y'all.
Yeah, so he might be a little choppy.
Yeah, my bad.
But we still pushed the product out.
I don't think it sounded that bad though, but
Nah.
it sounded all right. But if it didn't sound to the quality of what y'all think the dip is,
I'm a perfectionist and I'm sensitive about
Y'all
my
love
shit.
us, y'all love us. Y'all know Ski is a master on the edits. Ski and Sport, man. Y'all do your thing, man. Y'all gotta put me on.
yeah. Oh, man, money ski though. Give him the credit.
For sure.
You know what I don't get? A sexy chocolate motherfucker like me.
Can't keep a bitch.
Yo, you got what that say when what that say when people send you that shit, bro? Like 4 people sent me that shit, and I didn't know how to take it because he a crackhead. Like at that point, he a crackhead. Like so, what they say about me,
as
bro?
they giving you a compliment at the same time, trying to figure out why you ain't.
They trying to say I fell off and I can't keep a bitch. That's what they trying to say.
See, I ain't going all the way there. I don't know.
At first, I laughed. Like the first two joints, the first two joint people sent me, I laughed, and then I was like, "Yo, they
Somebody
still
else
sending
did
me
that
that joint.
too?
Like, what y'all trying to say?
Was it females?
Yo, just plug the dip line, plug the dip line, bro.
If you feel like Steve a crackhead,
Yeah. let Steve, perfect chance to let him know how y'all felt while y'all was sitting that. Hit the dip line, 781-DIPP-DIP. Once again, 781-DIPP-DIP.
Well, yeah.
Hit the line.
What you thought they meant when they sent me that?
Let them know
Sexy chocolate motherfucker like me can't keep a bitch.
what they was talking about, man. Hit us up.
His
on the
beater
dip
was
hotline.
dirty. Like, come on, man. I ain't like that.
she go back to her first love.
Yo, that was my shit.
No, he really was wild. That was Franklin's best piece of acting, yo. That was his first.
Rewind that. She go back to her first love.
Yo, that was my
Hey,
shit. I
no
was
filter, no
crying.
shit. No, my favorite part was like, he was like, "Yo, come in, man, get in here." He said, "Yo, who you hired from, Saint? The city, man." He said the city. Yo, I'm mad that happened a while ago. We didn't even talk about it, but he was like, "Yo, get in." He said, "Yo," Lee was like, "Damn, Saint, who you hired from? The city, nigga." Yo. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He had all this shit at his house. Like, where you get all that stuff from?
That shit was funny.
Yo, you know you a fiend when you name the president on the money. Andrew Jackson.
You know what I ain't like though? You know what I still ain't like about it? Like, I ain't mind it.
Fucking
I
fiends
didn't
be
mind it.
historians.
No, I didn't mind the ending. Like, I thought it was good. I think the best shows are the ones that don't end the way you want them to end. But why Dookie Butt ain't give him an explanation? I'm tired of her kept walking off every time she came to visit him. Like, Dookie Butt just walking off every time.
She ain't say shit. She ain't say nothing at all. Bro.
Yo, towards the end, I got mad. Like, how many times he gonna go see you and you gonna walk away like that? Big ass butt just walking out. Like, yo, get her bigger size blues. Like,
No. Yo, let's get the business out of the way, man. We sponsored by us.
yeah, we powered by this week. Episode 47, we powered by.
powered by, baby. Our first love.
Our first love.
Ooh, Who our first sponsor, man? Who our first love?
This week, this episode is brought to you by St. Paul Brand. St. Paul Brand is a line of graphic tees. You might have seen me wear a couple of them. I think I wore one last week.
Yeah, last week. Yeah.
And yeah, I got the Mac Military. I've worn them throughout the show.
I got a couple brand. Coming now, and then we got a discount partnership. I ain't buying nothing from nowhere else.
Yeah. So now when you go to stpaulbrand.com, you go pick whatever shirt you like. They got the playoffs is going on. They got the Jason Tatum shirts, the
LeBron James.
They got the LeBron shirt. They got a bunch of basketball shirts. They got a bunch of rapper shirts. He does all the designs himself. It's a small business, so go support it.
We try and get him to make a dip shirt for us.
For sure. But when you go check out, put in the promo code DIPP10, get 10% off all your purchases.
Yeah.
So St. Paul Brand. Shout out to them.
stpaulbrand.com.
Yep.
To be exact.
Yep.
Let's get to the business this week, though. What we got on tap?
While we was on TVs, on TV shows, who just to speak, little softball. We got, who's your top 3 TV dads of all time?
Top 3 TV dads. We gotta go Cosby.
Yeah,
we gotta go Cosby.
That's one. You gonna go with?
You want me doing order?
That was the first one you thought of?
Yeah. Okay. Despite all the bullshit, Cosby, I'm a little older.
Okay.
Cosby was the guy.
Who was cool the dad?
We gotta go Cosby. Definitely gotta go Uncle Phil.
Okay.
First things first. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Carl Winslow.
Carl put up with too much shit.
Fuck y'all up with that. He always left a gym. Y'all watch that show? It always was a message.
He used to pick on Steve.
He did, but he always gave a message to him.
He used to pick on that poor boy.
I like Carl Winslow, man.
It's fucked up. Steve ain't do nothing but
they door was always unlocked. Except for when Steve came.
He thought he was a cop.
You know what? Al Bundy.
Damn.
Yeah. I'll fuck y'all up.
Okay.
Yeah, Al Bundy.
I fuck with Al. I ain't gonna fuck with Al.
I forgot about Al Bundy.
Al Bundy might be my spirit animal.
When you see these shows now these days, they could not. That show could not exist in this time.
I'll be watching.
No, hell no.
No, you could not watch this show.
I'll be watching with Married with Children. Like, yeah, same, man.
Yeah, I'd be agreeing, but then I'd be like, yo, he couldn't say that now. Like, he be talking to the neighbor and all that.
Even one of them shows used to be real racist back in the day.
Three's Company.
No, the Bunkers.
Roseanne?
Archie Bunker.
Is it Roseanne Barnes?
I probably don't know.
Three's Company. What's the one with what's the name? All of them was racist.
Roseanne was really racist though, right?
No, she was racist in real life.
Yeah, Roseanne was racist.
What's the other one with
No, she was racist in real life.
Yeah, Roseanne was racist.
What's the other one with Gary Coleman? That one.
Oh, Different Strokes.
They was racist in there too.
I guess.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. I'm gonna give you my underrated. I think Have took like all the good ones.
Gotta say Uncle Phil.
Gotta say Uncle Phil.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much everybody's. Yeah, Uncle Phil.
I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna go against the grain this episode.
Go against the grain, man.
No,
Controversy.
Yeah, I'm just thinking though. I think it's like. I think Uncle Phil did a better job raising Will than he did his own kids. Like everybody always talk about the job he did with Uncle with Will and shit like that.
Look at Carlton.
Will had it rough. Carlton was already set by the time Will came over, so you feel as though
Hillary was.
She was set too.
Ashley came out cool.
Ashley came out cool.
Ashley was a little neglected. She always was having trouble, man.
Yeah. I guess. But
Will was always stepping in trying to be her dad.
Listen, nigga came from Philly, West Philly. He needed more guidance than a nigga from Bel Air.
So is he the best?
A person from Bel Air.
The best TV dad or the best TV uncle?
Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah.
I mean, he raised him like he was his son, though. So we're going to give him the dad status.
I guess so.
That's a good.
That
I
was
think
a
he's a
good-
better
yeah,
uncle than he is a dad.
That was a good point right there, sport. God damn.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
But go ahead. You ain't get
Stop playing with that damn mic. We could have went viral with that
Right, exactly.
Who else?
What was the dad off a Smart Guy? I thought he was a good dad.
Smart guy?
I'm dead serious.
Damn, I don't even remember the dad and smart guy.
That joint,
The light skin
with the
boy.
box head.
Yeah, with the box. Yeah. I thought he was a good dad. I thought he was a real good dad, and I felt like he was. Like for TV's sake, like I felt like he prevented shit from happening, and a lot of TV show dads like let shit happen then teach the lesson. So I felt like he was an underrated like dad.
Damn, I forgot about Smart.
Whoever said Moesha dad, he ain't do a good job either. Yeah, he didn't do a good job. I can't think of nobody else. I can't think of too many other dads outside of that. What about what's his name? He was a good dad on. We get off of black people.
Danny Tanner.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, that was gonna be one of mine.
Tanner.
Danny Tanner was putting them out too. He got like 5 kids.
Yeah,
He was
he
getting
got a lot
busy.
of kids and all, and then he had all them adults staying there too.
He was taking care of everybody for real.
They was real life doing some black people shit. It was a lot of people in that house. I've never known white people to live like that, other than that show.
It was Uncle Jesse and his family.
His family.
He had his whole family.
Yeah. Then the
Uncle
zookeeper
Jesse
boy,
had his wife and 2
And
twins.
2 twins, yeah. Ain't that some shit?
the zookeeper boy was staying there.
The other
zookeeper
one.
boy?
Damn.
The other, his other
other
brother,
or
cousin or
cousin.
friend.
He was a zookeeper.
He always had a pet with him or something like that.
I thought he
fuck
did.
was
He
his
did
name?
cartoons or something like that.
No.
Oh, he did cartoons?
Yeah, he used to do all the cartoon voices. Yeah,
Maybe he looked just like the boy. Tim Allen was a good dad too.
Tim Allen was racist
Tool
too.
Time? I mean on the show. Tool Time, he was a good dad.
Yeah,
He a racist in real life?
yeah.
Who ain't racist these days?
Yeah, you ever hear the story about Tim Allen? As a drug dealer?
He was a drug dealer.
Oh, you never heard this?
Nah.
Tim Allen was a drug dealer?
Okay, so all right,
Wow.
you can look it up too. So you know who White Boy Rick is, right?
Yeah.
So White Boy Rick was from Detroit.
They did a movie about him, right?
Yeah, he was the first one that got booked with all that time for like it was like a certain, I think it might have been like, it was a certain measurement of coke that you couldn't have at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So he was the first one that was booked for that when that law passed.
Mm-hmm.
Right before, like a couple months before White Boy Rick got booked, and you look it up, Tim Allen got booked for more than what White Boy Rick got
Seriously?
booked for. And he only served, I think, maybe a year. He was transporting with intent to sell.
Oh, I never heard that.
Yeah, I think it was like 5 keys or some shit like
Where
that.
the fuck Tim Allen from? Detroit too?
Detroit, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, mine.
Tim the Tool, man.
The 2 man.
2 Man Taylor.
So mine would be Danny Tanner.
Yeah.
I would have to say Al Bundy.
You know they almost got kicked off the show? They was telling a story about that.
Ooh.
Mary-Kate and Ashley. They actually didn't go with them, because they was crying.
It was
too
for a
much.
scene, yeah.
Yeah, and then they said they end up bringing them back.
Yeah.
Because the other 2 people ain't work out before they was like initially like always on the show or something.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Well, so Danny Tanner, Al Bundy, and the dad from My Brother and Me.
The fuck is that? I don't know what that
You don't remember My Brother and Me? It was on Nickelodeon.
Got us with that one, Ski.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
My brother and me. What was it
We
about?
need a reference. Yeah, like you gonna say anything else?
I don't know, some little brother and an older brother. I don't know. I'm gonna show you. Hold on.
Pop made all that impact on your life. And you don't even know that. You just picked them and said, yo, they gonna know where it is because it said brother.
You don't remember My Brother
I
and
don't
Me?
remember that. I remember my cousin Skeeter, the dinosaurs, but I don't remember that shit.
I remember it was a Nickelodeon bull.
Well, you,
Older.
yeah, you out with Harry.
I
And
wouldn't think you would know what it
What's
is.
the other joint? Hera and Barbara and them, Pink Panther and all them motherfuckers.
No, that was before my time.
He was out the original cartoon
Flintstone
and
was my
shit.
favorite. Was my
Flintstone,
favorite
yeah, Jetsons.
Jetsons, I like. Oh, Jetsons.
Yeah.
He was a good father. Right
He was a
there.
good dad too.
George Jetson. He gotta be a real dad. Like we can't do cartoon dad.
Oh, all right, now I remember him.
Yeah, all right. Good. Yeah, I remember now. Okay. Damn, that's what that was called, brother.
My
and Me?
Brother and Me. Yep.
Damn, I did used to watch that. My fault. I ain't watch it, bro. I think my brother watched it.
Too fucking old to be watching cartoons. When that shit came out, you was too fucking old to be
No, I think my
watching
brother was
cartoons.
watching. I used to watch my brother a lot. Real shit.
Yo, I had a tough transition from like cartoons to regular TV. Like I held on to cartoons for
For a long time.
Yeah, I was like 14 still watching cartoons. I was in high school still watching my cartoons. Like I don't give a fuck.
Cartoons
I ain't
is
tell
shit.
nobody, but I was still watching them joints.
I used to watch cartoons when I was older to go to sleep.
Yeah. That's me though. Y'all sleep with the TV on or?
Yeah, I got to.
Yeah,
I
me
start
too.
out with it and then I turn it off.
If it go off, like, I got to. Like, if I put on a movie and then stop, and the TV go off, like a timer, sleeper.
For like
That's
3
cool.
years, I couldn't go to sleep unless The Office was on.
The
Yeah,
Office.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
I was even at people's house and I had to like, yo,
I started.
can you put this on?
I ain't gonna lie. I started noticing I put The Office on when I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I was sick. I was sick last week, right? I was sick and I was in bed. Like I called out of work and I was home all day by myself. I don't know what the fuck made me put Euphoria on.
That's the shit, though.
Nah, that's a bad show to watch, bro.
Oh,
when
when
you
you-
feeling good, you ain't feeling good.
That's my shit. I love that shit.
That shit throw you for a wang of like a wind of,
whirlwind.
a whirlwind of emotions. Like
Uh-huh.
I was getting depressed as I was watching it, and I already didn't feel good. So it's like, why the fuck am I watching this? And I start like calculating shit in my head. I'm like, yo, damn, I don't feel good. It's like I'm home alone. Like
Oh, man.
I was like, yo, I don't have no fucking
Yeah,
business
that might
watching
not,
this show.
That might be not be the show to put on.
And I was watching season 1. I'm like, this shit is crazy. I was like, yeah, I won't do that again.
It's my shit, though. Euphoria.
To get back on subject, what y'all think is the best age to become a dad? Like, what if you had to tell somebody what's the best time to have a kid? Because a lot of people, they differ in it.
I mean, I started early. I wouldn't advise that.
Early.
I was 17, 18.
I'm not gonna lie. A little jealous of people who had their kids early around that
yeah.
age. Just knocked them out. I mean, you had kids after that, but if you would have just had that one kid,
Man.
you would have been done. You would have still been young. You would have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I feel like I wanted to do more shit, though.
That, and I ain't gonna lie, it's a little understandable if you were deadbeat.
Like, dude, don't look at you wrong. Like, you still,
It's kind of understandable
Yeah.
at that point. I mean, like, I'm a kid.
yeah, I'm still a kid.
I could be a
So,
deadbeat.
yeah.
I could fuck up at this and it, make some sense.
Yeah, I hear you.
Sound good, don't it? Right?
Yeah, it sounds good. But I would say 25.
Shit.
25. 25.
Shit.
That's too early? Too late.
I think you in your
Everybody,
prime. You in your prime.
just
at
like that
25.
Ebony Williams shit. It's your preference. Ain't no wrong answer. It's your
What'd you
preference.
say?
Me?
Yeah.
If I could do it again, I would be like 45 years old.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know
you-
about 45.
I'll
That's
be
a little.
like 40
That's a
fucking
little.
5
That's a
years
little.
old.
Bro, you got like good 30
If I didn't have kids till I was 45, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have an issue. I wouldn't have to do nothing but raise my kids. Like if I was kidless and I fuck around and be a doctor by the age of 45 or a lawyer or something, if my life started with just me, like my freedom all the way up to 45 years
So
of age,
from then to 45, you
From-
can focus
from-
on your
from-
goals.
yeah, I would get all my goals out the way, all my traveling out the way. And I know people say like, oh, 45 is old, but I wouldn't have nothing. I wouldn't yearn to do anything but raise my kids.
I can see that point, but
Be like the problem is with people now is that like we struggle because you're trying to raise your kids and you're trying to vacation, have a career, do all that. Imagine if you got all that out the way
imagine if you
and you
started.
were set. Imagine let's say you have your child at 45. You 20 years into let's say you 10 years into an established career. You already took all your dream vacations. You already got your dream partner, and all you got to do is pop out kids year after year and then raise them.
But let's say you started early, you already raised them, and now you got from 45 on to live your life. Vacation and do all that shit.
But 9 times out of
10.
10, from 45 on, you still trying to establish the life that you couldn't create because
you had kids.
you had kids. Like how many hurdles do we jump over because of kids? Like I know women who say I would go to school full time right now if I ain't had no kids. Or like some people wouldn't even left home if they ain't have kids. Like I could stay home and just and save up money. Or I can go away to college if I didn't have kids. People go to college. I know girls who went to college, had kids, and came home and never went back.
Yeah, but then 45, you might get to make it to see grandkids. Nah, if he like you, if your son like you and he have a kid at 45, you ain't gonna see your grandkids.
I don't think that though. I think you also live a healthier life too if you don't have your kids to 45.
Maybe
like a lot of the shit you can't do and a lot of the stresses you have like stem from your kids. Like a lot of us will go to the gym a lot more if you had the free time, but you gotta pick your kids up. You gotta do this. If all you had was to worry about yourself and worry about your career, you will have a lot of ample time to be in a greater shape than you would want to be.
Still gonna be tired though. My 30s are different. My 40s, I know it's gonna hit different than my 30s.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Sure. But at 45, all you got to do is your main focus is taking care of this kid.
45, I better be able to hire a nanny.
You might be in a position
full time. Yeah, I might.
You might be in a position.
That's the only upside I can see.
But at that time, you already established in whatever career you wanted to be. Your life is set for you to just take care of your kids and then raise your kids to have. Then they have their kids.
I say just below mid-30s. 33 maybe.
That's not bad too.
That ain't a bad age.
If I had my first kid right now, I'd be in a way better position. If I had my first.
You get a chance to enjoy the prime of your 20s, prime of your 30s, pretty much.
But I think people piss away their 20s though.
I mean, yeah, you get a chance to piss away your 20s if you want. People piss away their 20s to enjoy their 30s.
And start getting focused at 30s, yeah. In their 30s.
But you get a chance to make mistakes, not make the mistakes.
But that's why I said the age I said, because you get to piss away your 20s, focus your 30s, and then have them at 40.
In your mid 40s.
In your mid 40s.
Jeez. You 5 years away from
60, they be 15. Graduate high school, you 62. We work with people that old.
I know.
That's true.
We work with people that old. It's people 70 still working.
That's true.
Well, I don't anymore. I used to. But I don't anymore.
But I'm saying, like, it is people that 70-year-olds that still working. They didn't work when they was younger, and they putting in that time.
I wonder when they had kids.
They probably had their kids young. Probably had their kids young. That's what I would tell people ultimately. Like, wait as long as you can.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get the have them early type thing, because it's like you get them out the way, but they also, first of all, get rid of the notion that you get your kids out the way, because you don't. Once you have them, they always we call our parents for shit. So you always gonna have their problems. So it don't matter. The only way you get them out the way is don't have them yet.
It's crazy because I used to look at motherfuckers, people in their 30s, and be like, "You ain't got no kids yet? Like, what's wrong with you?" Yeah. That's crazy.
You know what I think is the selfishest thing to do is to have one kid.
You think so?
Yeah, I think you should at least have two.
Wow.
One is just not enough. Like, one is like, I tried it and I'm just done. But it's like, your kid don't have no sibling or nothing like that. Yeah.
They in the house playing by themselves.
Yeah.
Playing with their imaginary friend and shit.
Or you so attached to your child that it's like,
yeah, that too.
I think you should have at least two kids. Granted circumstances though, like, you know. But I think everybody should have, if you gonna have, like, I don't know. What you think? Would you have been cool if you just had one?
Sometimes I think about that, but I also couldn't envision my life without my son. So
now that's because you got he here now.
But I wish I would have had him more spaced out, because I feel like my daughter didn't get a chance to. Like we didn't. My daughter wasn't able to get a chance to be selfish with us. So
that's not a bad thing, though.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's
just the reality of it.
Yeah, it's just, right. Yeah. Like it's not a negative. It's not a positive. But it's just something I wish she would have been the only child just for a little bit. Yeah, she could have just enjoyed just us for just a little bit.
Now I think 3 is insanity. Like, I got 3, and I think 3. Now, we not gonna say this out loud, but we really could have did without that third one.
We ain't gonna say it out loud.
We ain't gonna say it out loud, but we gonna say it out loud.
We gonna say it though. It's like, when you got the 2-piece, like right now, if you had another child, you like, what the fuck am I thinking?
Not even on my mind.
Yeah. Like, I love my daughter to death, but it's like, what the fuck was I thinking?
I wasn't thinking that was the whole thing. It just happened. It was like,
I think the 3 is the crazy one. Like 2, cool. 3 is crazy. 1 and 3. Don't do no odd numbers.
2, especially because 2 we had, as far as me and him, a son and a daughter.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying, "Oh, you got the perfect.
You got the perfect family.
Oh yeah.
So they got a son and a daughter. Everybody kept saying, "Y'all cool. Stop."
That's it. Yeah. That's
And my youngest popped out.
Yeah.
It's like, dang. Not damn, but damn.
Not damn, but damn.
But damn.
Did you ever have like the notion that like whatever it was a boy or girl that you couldn't have this because you had your daughter last. But did you ever have the notion that your new one would be replacing, like your newest boy would be replacing your oldest boy?
I didn't think of that, but I didn't have that notion. But yeah, I mean,
Like the worry of like they might perceive it that way.
Yeah, but and then it's like that whole middle child syndrome too. So
Yeah, that's a real thing.
yeah, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
He probably definitely took that because then that was the baby boy.
Right.
The baby boy. Everybody treat the baby boy different. Like
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I guess he would feel that, but it wasn't something that crossed my mind. Like I said, when I had him, it was damn. Like why the fuck I do that?
Yeah.
So it ain't crossed my mind, but yeah, I could see him.
My son, my middle son,
still to this day,
he makes up shit about like shit that does not exist because he the middle child, and it's like he say we forget shit about him, and
But y'all they so close in age, it's like
and then my middle child is actually taller than my oldest son, but he feels like middle
feels like
child,
that.
yeah,
Really?
like it's like it's something in their DNA that makes him feel that way. Because
it's crazy because like I don't think you would ever feel like the youngest because y'all so, you know what I mean? Y'all so close in age.
they close, but he know that like he ultimately know he's not the big brother.
Okay.
But he also know he's not the baby either.
Right.
yeah.
So it's like, where does he fit in?
Okay.
And that just drives like a thing with him where he be making up shit about.
Because that's why I said that.
Forgot about.
Because I was thinking like they were so close in age they wouldn't even like.
No, but it's
crazy.
like
Yeah. I can see it. I can understand it.
They in competition about it, but he know at the end of the day he not the oldest.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
that middle child syndrome is a real thing, man.
yeah, that's what I said.
That shit
Even
is
my
real.
little brother like that. Like I got 3 siblings on my pop side, and it's like that. The middle child is like a whole different fucking person.
See, my mom stopped that too, but I feel like the middle child because she get all my brother is the baby,
Oh, why?
but then we 9 years apart, so I had that run.
Yeah.
I had a whole 9-year run when it was just me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when he came, it was like, damn, fucking all this up.
Fuck his boy.
Fuck boy.
Fuck his old head.
Tried to flush him
Young
down the
boy.
toilet a couple times.
Bro? You put him in the toilet?
I tried to do a bunch of things in my little. Put a pillow over his face. Like, no,
You gave him a swirly?
I'm playing, no.
Yo,
That's my
people
guy,
really
though.
used to give people swirlies, yo. Yo, we had a fucked up generation. They used to put people's heads in the toilets. And
No, you know
that
what's
is-
crazy about our generation though? That shit like this went on and nothing happened about it. Like I don't know if it's the advancement in guns and stuff like that, but people will put your head in the toilet and you just moved on with your day. Like nobody wanted
just
to hurt
dried off.
nobody about it. It was like you didn't want to hurt them
just
about
dried
it.
off. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't nothing else behind
Like
it.
this era, like scary or not, some shit you just not doing to people. They
People
just
got
not
stuffed in
allowing it.
lockers in our generation. Like, people don't even
Yeah.
stuff nobody in lockers no more.
Nah, I don't do that shit no more. You
But I'm
gonna
saying,
tell
like certain like this generation, you cannot pick on people. They will kill you. Our generation, you didn't even get people like you was really bullied. Like bullying don't exist now. Somebody will kill you. You try to bully them these days,
one could debate that bullying does exist. It just happens all the time.
or that it happens over the internet.
Yeah. But, like, it never leaves you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you go home, you open your phone up or open up.
you get trolled.
Yeah. Oh.
That's the one thing too about our generation though. Like school was left at school. Like whoever you was at school and whoever you was at home was 2 different people. Like even the kids that you knew was cool as shit when they parents picked them up, get the fuck in the car. Like you be like, oh, you ain't all that. Like yeah. So like you had that, but now people are able to exist 24 hours at being who they want to be. Yeah. But what about are you able to like punt on an argument? Do you for the greater good? Can you just chalk an argument? You had that in you?
all the time.
If it
just to not keep the shit going, like not to make it escalate to something else. Yeah, you got it. You won.
4th and inches. I'm running the ball.
Yeah.
Fuck
Honestly, I don't need I don't need to win the argument that much. In my head, I won. I made my point.
But do you gotta give off the
I'm too big for this. He give off the. Oh, I'm too big for this to argue about this. That's not
arguing about this. Like,
that's not punting the argument though.
What is it?
That's telling you I'm the superior.
Yeah.
Like, you not on my level to argue.
I'm not arguing with you no more.
Well, I do both then. I have like punted like you got it. No, you're right. You're right. I was wrong. I apologize. I'm wrong.
Damn, just like that, I wouldn't believe if you said it like that.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm wrong. Like you're right.
Yeah, no.
But if you know, like, if you know cold-heartedly that you're right, you can still tell them that they were right and still be all right.
For the sake of getting past this shit, like
and that
let's
shit
move
make
on.
me itch. That shit make me itch. I'll be itching. Like I wouldn't want to argue, but I couldn't live with not being wrong.
Not getting your point across?
Not even get my point across. Allowing you to operate.
That's my thing. Like I hate arguing because I'll be forgetting my points. Like I forget what I was at. Like I have a point, and then like you bring up some other shit. So now I'm going here when I never finished that point.
Yeah,
and they'd be like, I might be losing this shit just
because
I feel like I'm losing because I lost the point.
Yeah.
So I just be like, just go ahead, you got
Only
it.
sometimes you could lose an argument by how you say shit too.
Yeah, for sure.
You ain't say shit like
only reason
like how you should have said that shit.
Only reason I like punt on an argument is when I feel like you arguing with a person that is nothing you can say to change their mind. Then I'm just like, all right, I gotta give it to you because I can tell you, I can show you 10 ways that I'm right, but it doesn't matter. Like, so now it's a person that's not being logical. So it's like, all right, yeah. Then you passive aggressively telling like, yo, I'm too big for this argument. And I could tell you I'm wrong, but I'm not going to you wrong, but I'm not going to argue with you. But if I feel like I'm doing a person a disservice if they're completely wrong.
And you don't try.
I don't get off the point to prove that they were wrong, and I just let you have it. I feel like it's going to resurface and revisit it, and it's like I'm doing myself a disservice if I don't get this shit off.
Yeah, right, exactly. Because it's just gonna exactly what you said.
It's like, oh, you gonna come back and say
we gonna have the same argument later on, so we might as well just get this shit off.
Then I gotta tell you, I let you win that argument. Exactly. Speaking of arguing though, when you arguing and all that, and you can't stay calm. It's a great time to grab a blue bottle. Pop a what's that? Ashwagandha.
Get the ashwagandas.
Yeah, a little 2 ashwagandhas.
It'll help you relax, restore, and unwind.
For sure.
We talking about godly gummies if you don't know by now.
Yeah,
man.
And if you in the mind of purchasing any, go
to godly.com. Put in the promo code.
What's that promo code have?
DIPP, ain't it?
Yeah.
You already.
DIPP.
You already.
Why would it be anything else? Why would it be anything
For 10% off your purchase, you ain't got no ads, you doing bad. Hey, that's what I tell you. That's what Gilly said.
Get your ass up, man. Get your promo code up. DIPP, man. Type in the promo code. I know a lot of people that
you can go to any website. Too. Type in any website. And go to their promo code and put in DIP.
Double P.
And it might work. I promise you it might work.
Go to Louis right now. Go to Louis.
Go right now. Go to Louis. Put in DIPP LV and I bet that shit works. We got our ads up, man.
Oh shit!
No, but definitely hit Golly up, man. And for any purchase, if you want the apple cider vinegar gummies, they're good for your blood flow and yeah, they got a couple.
They know though.
You got the super fruit. If you don't like no vegetables and all that, definitely take the super fruit green ones.
In the locker room, I seen a lot of people with the gummies in your lockers.
Yeah.
Go to Goalie.com.
Why you paying full price? What you like?
Type in that promo code, man. DIPP, man, on everything.
But Golly brings this week what men can't do.
Dun, dun, dun.
And for this week, what men can't do is we can't own a cat.
Yo, all these jokes make me laugh, yo. I'm sorry. Like, these jokes be having me dying,
Can't own a
man.
cat.
Why is this, sir?
I don't have no
why
cat.
they
I
say?
wouldn't have no cat though.
You wouldn't have a cat though?
If you was a single man, you would have a cat in the house.
Because cats is associated with single, lonely women.
No, cat associated with mice. I don't know a motherfucker who got. That's my take on cats. And now I'm not gonna put it out to everybody. I don't put it out to everybody. But in the urban community,
No, that's what
I
you
don't
get a
know
cat for.
nobody. I don't need nobody who got a cat
No.
that don't got a house.
That's what you originally get a cat for. is 'cause
Yeah,
you got
nobody
mice.
gets a cat just to get a cat.
In our community, yeah.
I need a cat.
Oh, you got a cat? That nigga got mice in there. That nigga got mice in his crib. Don't leave your bag there. Don't put
Don't put your bag there.
your bag there in his crib. Yo, you out
Ain't
of pocket for that.
no minorities getting no cat just to get a cat.
So if I can't have a cat if I'm single. I wouldn't have a cat anyway.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't. I don't know the single man that would have a cat. That might be violent, man. But if you wanted a cat, you could get a cat. Like, why not get a dog?
Yeah.
Unless you got mice.
I mean, cats do take care of themselves though. Like you ain't gotta take a cat for a while.
And they take care of the mice.
All right.
And they take care of the mice.
Well, that brings us to our conclusion.
Oh shit!
If you go ahead.
Yo, you out of pocket, man.
Oh man. I'm just being real with y'all. Y'all know
No, that's
people,
real shit though. That is real shit.
That was a
though.
good point.
if people don't have mice, if they don't have a mouse in their house, they wouldn't get a cat. I never heard somebody who buy a house
go
as soon as
purchase a
they
cat.
go in the house, we need to get a cat. No, they go buy a house, they see that one mouse, and then they like, yo, we need a cat. If they never seen a mouse, they would never buy a cat.
What about so you can have a family cat though, right?
Yeah, you can have a family
Okay,
cat. Yeah,
but
yeah.
but just if you can't be a single man with a cat.
Single man, you should go buy a dog.
I've never seen a single man with a cat.
And don't walk no cats on no leashes either.
Unless Shorty left him with the cat. I never seen walk a cat with a leash.
Yeah, that happens too.
No. Do you walk cats?
If somebody leave me with a cat, that cat going back. Don't leave me. Maybe I'm anti-cat.
If
you and your shorty break up and she like, hey, you can keep the cat, you gonna keep
I'm
it?
not keeping no pets.
You're not keeping
You gonna
none.
have me take care of this motherfucker?
The dog even?
I'll
No.
keep the dog. Dog man's best
I'm
friend.
not keeping nothing.
If you go attachment to it,
No.
the cat gotta go. The dog gotta go.
The cat has to go. The cat will. I won't even properly dispose of the cat. I'm letting that
You not
motherfucker
leaving-
out the door.
Not leaving me with veterinarian bills and all that. And,
I would
nah.
not take that cat. I would not take that cat to the vet or nothing.
Oh,
Like, say what you want. I'm letting that cat out the fucking door.
Your cat gonna look like that meme pic with the cat coughing every day.
The day Shorty leave, I'm telling that cat he gotta go. Pack your shit. You gotta leave too.
Take that raggedy ass cat with you
Yeah.
too.
Take the litter box, all that. You gotta go.
Take that nut ass pussy with you.
Yeah, that pussy leaving, you gotta go too. ain't, no,
Oh my goodness.
ain't no more pussy standing here.
No pussy in here at all.
Yours or that.
Bro. A cat?
It's a pussy free house.
Maybe that's right though. Maybe that's
That's
a
violent.
valid one. Yeah. Hit the dip line up and let us know if that's valid. If men can't have cats.
For sure. 781 DIPP DIP.
You already know.
It's-
Don't
so
forget. Wait, can I get another
go
one?
ahead, man.
So they said this was crazy. They said as a man, you shouldn't be using push to start. You better put that key in the ignition like R. Kelly did.
Oh, that's all. These just getting out of hand, bro.
That is ridiculous. You can't use
hit a
push to start.
Why?
That's feminine.
That's why I need to know the whys, though. You gotta give me an explanation why men can't push the start.
Ladies, please let us know.
What's wrong?
You
What's
better put that key in the ignition.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't get that.
I did associate like push to start with like Altimas at first though. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Nissan was like the first cars with that shit in.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drake said that in the bar too, like it was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
No keys in this car. You can't No keys when I started. And then like now everybody cars start like that and shit.
I got a key to mine, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
My push start.
Yours push to
I
start?
gotta act, yeah.
I used to have push to start. Mine, key,
My mom
man.
got a new car and her shit not push to start either. She got a 2022 and her shit
I love
take a
push to
key.
start
Like
shit.
Nissan?
no, she got a Toyota Camry.
Okay.
But she had I guess it depends on what type
Some
of
of the
model it is.
Nissans don't have to push start. Like they got like selects.
Shit, I got a Corey. That shit ain't push to start.
So my car now is a push to start, but my last car was newer than this.
And it was.
And it wasn't push to start. I guess it's just
Matter of
the
fact, I had a
model.
charger. And my charger was push start.
It was?
Yeah.
My Impala wasn't, but this car is. So
Yeah, no. Had the Sonata. That shit was push to start.
that's a different world when you can leave your keys in your pocket and start your car. I ain't
used
gonna lie
to love
to
it, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
you. Yeah.
That was the shit.
You know what I thought I couldn't live without? Auto start. So my new car don't have auto start.
I never had that though.
That's a good joint.
I never.
In the
had
winter,
auto start. In the
that's a
wintertime,
good joint.
That's when that shit is
Yeah,
Plus you got leather
yeah.
seats.
But I
That shit
don't.
is clutch.
But I wouldn't. You know how some people get it added onto their car?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that shit because
Wow.
you got a key fob, a key, and then you got another key fob for the push to start, and it just make your keys look real janitorial, like fast as shit. I'm like, that's too much shit.
Yeah.
Because they give you a whole nother key fob, but it don't unlock your door. It just auto start your
Just
car.
auto start.
Yeah, so you got unlock your keys with one joint, and then the other one is something else.
Look like a valet.
Yeah, you just got a bunch of shit on your keys now. It ain't even
Like a
worth
valet.
it. Yeah. Giving janitor vibes.
Well, this is our conclusion of the dip.
Episode 48.
Yeah.
And as usual, when we conclude with this. As long as you're in progress, you're not failing.
You already
It's the
know.
dip, man.
We out.